Happy Spider-Man Day, everybody. Big shout out to all my fellow webheads out there who love this character. Today actually is an important day, and we do got some Spider-Man related news that is, well, it's quite a bit to talk about. It's unfortunately not anything to do with the Insomniac Spider-Man games, but it is fortunately something to do with the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. We have known for a while now that Spider-Man 4, the next Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, is titled Spider-Man Brand New Day. We also know that Destin Daniel Cretton is the one who is directing this movie. Additionally, we know that you guys hit the thumbs up button because you love all things Spider-Man just like I do. Outside of that, the only other pieces of information that we have had officially confirmed in some capacity is that Mark Ruffalo's Incredible Hulk is going to be in this movie, and John Bernthal's The Punisher will also be in the movie. Ever since then, they have been ramping up, getting ready to begin filming for this movie, and today is when they've officially started production. And with it being Spider-Man Day, with them gearing up to shoot something seemingly outside, people were thinking, no, that Spidey suit, it might be out in the wild. They maybe want to reveal something before the paparazzi get some photos of it. They didn't give us a full reveal, but they did give us something. Real quick though, get the merch, check that link in the description box below. Take Me Home Crypto or The Four, two amazing designs. You gotta get your hands on them right now, limited time only. But okay, I think we are ready to roll the clip. It's like 10 seconds. It's not a whole lot. We got an official look for this movie. Check it out. Roll the clip. I get goosebumps. I don't even know. It's really not that much, but there is quite a bit to analyze for Spider-Man hardcore fans like myself. The most immediate thing that you're going to pick up on from this reveal is that we've got raised webbing back on a Spider-Man suit. Hell yes. Raimi fans rejoice. Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit fans rejoice. The raised webbing has returned. I don't hate any of the other MCU Spider-Man suits, don't get me wrong. I actually like some of them quite a bit. I've gotten over the MCU Iron Spider suit. We have seen that way too many times, but the Homecoming suit is nice. I really dig the Far From Home costume, and I even kind of like the No Way Home gold and red one as well. But the suit that he wears at the end of No Way Home looked amazing. The only problem was it was like coated in CGI. It was definitely not a practical costume. So ever since we had seen what he was wearing at the end of that film, people were sitting here wondering and hoping if that was going to be the exact costume he wears in this movie, but now as like a practically made costume. And I imagine it is actually going to be pretty much that, but instead of it being CG and all looking flat, it looks like it's gonna have raised webbing. And the reason why I'm pretty sure it's that final swing suit is because the last shot of it in that little preview they showed for us, it does have the logo on the chest that looks pretty much identical to the logo on the chest of the final swing suit. And it's very, very brief. It is hard to make out, okay? But a lot of people have been analyzing the frame by frames. And very early on, one of the first shots they show of this suit in this little teaser, you can see so briefly a glimpse of that shiny blue texture. That is definitely one of the things that stands out about the final swing suit is that it's got that classic red, but the blue on the costume is like this shinier blue. Now, there might be some additional changes. Who knows what the eyes are gonna look like? They have definitely intentionally held off on giving us a full-on reveal. So there's gonna be some other differences between what this suit looks like to what we had seen in the final swing suit at the end of No Way Home. It might be some minor differences, but there will be some changes nonetheless. And I'm interested, once we actually get that full-on costume reveal, what those changes are going to be. Now, there are also a ton of set photos for things that they are preparing to shoot today and throughout this weekend. Apparently, they are going to be shooting a big set piece in the film between Spider-Man and the Punisher. Lots of speculation around there as well that these two are going to be teaming up to take down the Hulk. So maybe Hulk is going to be one of the villains of this movie. I have no idea how to feel about that, if that does end up being true. But through some of these set photos, and I'm not sure if we can show them in this video, you can go and seek them out for yourself if you'd like to. There is a tank that we see on set, and it has a logo on it that very much looks similar to that of the Inner Demons. The Inner Demons, of course, the gang, the henchmen that work for one Martin Lee, Mr. Negative. It makes a lot of sense that this movie is going to introduce the character. I think Tom Holland's actually a big fan of the Spider-Man games from Insomniac, and we can all agree that Mr. Negative was kind of an unknown Spider-Man villain and then after Spider-Man PS4 came out, now he's like an A-lister. A lot more people know about this character than they did before that game had come out. And in Spider-Man No Way Home, you might remember that Feast was involved in some capacity and that Aunt May was doing some work at Feast. So obviously they were planting some of those seeds, and maybe they're gonna take that further now in this film. Introduce Martin Lee, have him become Mr. Negative, and if it's gonna be Spider-Man and Punisher facing off against the Hulk, well, one of the things that can make Hulk go crazy is through the effects of Mr. Negative. Because, I mean, Hulk, as we know him right now in the canon of the MCU, is still Smart Hulk. You know, from She-Hulk, he was still that smart guy. You know, he fused Bruce Banner and the Hulk together. So there's obviously going to be something in this movie, if Punisher and Spider-Man are facing off against him, that'll make Hulk go crazy, that'll make him go nuts, and I feel like Mr. Negative could absolutely be a catalyst for that. There is just so much happening in this film that I just cannot believe we are getting, and it sounds like, after all these rumors of it maybe being this giant multiversal thing, there were rumors at one point that it was going to be Spider-Man and Venom fighting Null. I'm really glad that we're just getting that street level Spider-Man movie. It's cool to see Spidey do some crazy multiversal stuff. You know, it's cool to see him fight Thanos. It's cool to see him alongside Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. But I do know that a lot of people loved Homecoming for the fact that it was just Spider-Man, boots to the ground, dealing with people in his city. So I would really love to go back to that, and it does sound like Spider-Man Brand New Day is going to send us back in that direction. You also gotta wonder too, though, I mean, No Way Home planted the seeds and set up the idea that the symbiote now exists within the main MCU world. Is he gonna get the symbiote at any point in this film? Are they maybe gonna save that for Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars? And who knows, maybe even recreate that iconic comic book cover, Secret Wars #8. All I know is that I am incredibly happy. I'm so hyped that Destin Daniel Cretton is the one who is directing this movie. Shang-Chi is one of my favorite post-Endgame MCU movies, and the action in that movie is unreal. The fight choreography is so sick. So with Destin Daniel Cretton back in the director's chair for Spider-Man Brand New Day, I just know we're gonna get some of the best Spidey action maybe in any Spider-Man movie. One last thing that I did want to point out about the little teaser that they had posted on Spider-Man Day with that little suit tease as well is that the music, the cues that they actually use are still that same Spider-Man theme from Michael Giacchino that they used in the original Homecoming trilogy. So it does look like they're going to be sticking with, for the most part at least, that same theme that they had used in the first 3 Spider-Man films with Tom Holland, going now into Spider-Man Brand New Day. So I think it's all but confirmed at this point as well that Michael Giacchino is going to return to score this film. Michael Giacchino is just on fire. Like, every movie score he has done is so good. I am still, to this day, and will probably still be humming for a very long time, the score to Fantastic Four. I'm hyped. I'm hyped. I am so glad to be talking about some Spider-Man news on today, Spider-Man Day of all days. And now I want to kick it to you guys. Sound off with your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about all the information here in today's video? What do you think about the tease of that new suit? Do you think that Mr. Negative is going to be one of the main villains in this movie? And what do you think about the fact that Spider-Man might be teaming up with Punisher? I want to hear all your thoughts on Spider-Man Brand New Day in the comments section below. And considering that it's Spider-Man Day, why don't you also just drop a comment and let me know what Spider-Man means to you? I've been Caboose. I'll see you guys later.